So those are numerical equivalent ratios or equivalent rational expressions. We need to now start dealing with these algebraically. But the same thing is involved here in that we just need to make sure that all the factors match. So I'm going to make sure I know what the factors look like here. It's going to be 5 times 5, 2 times x. Here this is going to be 2 times, let's write this as 2 times 4 times 5 times a, and this is 7 here. Okay, so we need to introduce factors and cancel out factors that we need to get rid of. Okay, so we don't want these factors of 4 and 2, okay, because we don't have a 4 and 2 in the numerator here. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to eliminate those factors by introducing those two factors there. Okay, I can look at the denominator. Okay, and the a as well. I need to get rid of that a factor, so I'm going to introduce an a in the denominator. Okay, so then in the numerator, I need to get rid of this factor of 7, so I'm going to introduce a factor of 7 in the numerator. Okay, so now those cancel out. So then to make these look the same now, I need to put an extra 2 and an extra x factor that doesn't cancel, and in the top I need to introduce an extra 5 that doesn't cancel. Okay, so in the numerator here I end up with 35, or 7 times 5. Here I multiplied by 2 times 4 times 2, 2 times, I'm going to write it in like that, and I had a times a and a times x factor as well. Okay, so I had lots of factors involved. So again, I need to cancel out some factors that don't exist, and then I need to introduce factors that we need. So again, it's much easier to do when we can see all the individual factor pieces. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I have 5 times 5, 2 times x. Now I have these binomial factors. So I'm going to write this as 2. I've got that extra 2 there. Actually, I'm just going to write this as 5 times 8 times a. And on the bottom I have x minus 1. Okay, so I need to get rid of the times 8 times a, because I don't have a's and 8's up here. So I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to get rid of that times 8 times a, cancel those out. Okay, I need to get rid of the x minus 1. So I'm going to multiply the top by x minus 1. Now this is a binomial factor, that's all one piece. So these pieces can cancel out. So now I just have one 5 here, so I need to introduce another 5. So I have 5 times 5 on the top, the top matches, and then I have 2 times x on the bottom. Okay, so then the factors that are introduced here are going to be x minus 1 times 5. Write that all in the same brackets, times 5. Okay, on the bottom here I have 8 times a times 2x. Okay, and that things will cancel out, so when these cancel out, okay, we're going to end up with 25 over 2x on the right hand side of this expression. Okay, and again, the idea is we can get rid of factors that we don't want by division, by putting them on the opposite, either times or divide. Okay, and we can then introduce the factors that we need by seeing what factors are missing. But the main idea is, again, that we're looking at the factor pieces to analyze these rational expressions.